Welcome everyone to a journey back in time. Today we're exploring the Quaternary Period, the most recent and arguably most dramatic chapter in Earth's history, starting 2.6 million years ago and continuing right up to this very moment. This is the era that shaped our world and saw the incredible rise of humanity. So, grab your virtual parkas, because things are about to get icy. The defining feature of the Quaternary is its dramatic climate swings. Imagine massive ice sheets, miles thick, advancing and retreating across continents. These aren't just slow, gentle changes. We're talking about colossal glaciers carving out valleys, creating massive lakes like the Great Lakes in North America, and literally reshaping the face of our planet. These repeated ice ages, known as glacial periods, were separated by warmer spells called interglacials, like the one we're living in now. This constant push and pull between ice and warmth was the engine driving much of the evolution during this time. So, who were the stars of this icy show? The Quaternary was the age of megafauna. Picture vast, grassy plains, not unlike the savannas of Africa, but much, much colder. Roaming these landscapes were colossal woolly mammoths, their long, curved tusks used to sweep away snow to find food. Alongside them hunted formidable predators like the saber-toothed cat, with its iconic dagger-like canines, and the massive short-faced bear, a true giant of its time. Herds of giant bison, woolly rhinos, and majestic deer also thundered across these ancient lands. Life wasn't just on land. The oceans, though colder, were teeming with seals, whales, and fish adapting to the changing currents and sea levels. This period of intense environmental pressure was the perfect crucible for evolution. Species had to be incredibly adaptable to survive. When the glaciers advanced, animals and plants suited to the cold thrived. When the ice retreated, species that preferred warmer climates would move back in. This constant shuffling created a dynamic mosaic of life, forcing species to either adapt, migrate, or face extinction. It was survival of the fittest on a planetary scale, a grand natural experiment that filtered out the less resilient and favored those who could roll with the punches of a changing world. And amidst all this climatic chaos, a new player entered the scene. Us. The Quaternary Period is the cradle of humanity. It witnessed the evolution of our genus, Homo, from early ancestors like Homo habilis to the eventual emergence and global spread of Homo sapiens. As our ancestors evolved, they developed tools, mastered fire, and formed complex social groups. These weren't just adaptations to the environment. They were innovations that allowed humans to start shaping the environment themselves. We learned to hunt the great beasts of the Ice Age, build shelters against the cold, and create art that tells the stories of our ancient lives. The end of the last major ice age, about 11,700 years ago, marked the beginning of the Holocene epoch, our current geological chapter. As the world warmed, the great ice sheets made their final retreat, and the megafauna that had dominated the planet for so long began to disappear. This wave of extinction, likely caused by a combination of climate change and hunting pressure from our ancestors, cleared the stage for a new kind of world. This is when humans made their most transformative leap, the invention of agriculture. By learning to cultivate crops and domesticate animals, we transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled societies. This revolution led to the first villages, then cities, and eventually the complex global civilization we know today. The story of the Quaternary is our story. It is a powerful reminder of how deeply life is connected to the planet as climate and geology. The ice ages carved the world we inhabit, and the challenges they presented forged the adaptable, intelligent species that we are. As we look at the environmental challenges of our own time, the lessons of the Quaternary are more relevant than ever. They teach us about resilience, adaptation, and the profound impact that a single species can have on the entire planet. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through the ice ages. If you enjoyed this deep dive into our planet's past, please hit that like button, subscribe for more adventures through time, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.